Hey guys, I decided I was going to be cleaning out my box of things I've saved over the last few videos. You guys notice every time that I do a video on Thursdays, I show what I found after searching 1,000 singles. Well, after the video, I take those notes that I found and I put them in a box. And when that box gets full, well, then I got to sort through and see what I've got. I just did that sort and I want to show you what it's like for me after the hunt. Let's see. First of all, I want to talk about the star notes. A lot of you guys will find star notes and you'll look them up right away. I don't do that. And the reason why I don't do that may sound kind of petty, but it makes sense once you start to see what I'm talking about. To look up a star note, most of you are familiar with this particular website, which is mycurrencycollection.com. Mycurrencycollection.com has a great way to put in your note, whatever denomination it is, the year, type in the serial number, and click look up your star note, and it'll tell you the exact print run of that particular star note. Well, we're all looking for the rare notes. None of us are looking for a star that's 3.2 million. So with all of us looking for the rare notes, there aren't very many rare notes to be found. Well, sometimes I have a lot of stars. Let me show you what I mean by that. Here is my stack of stars. Imagine how long it would take me to list each one of these one at a time. It would take forever. Okay, so there is no way that I'm going to sit here and spend days typing in every single one of these numbers on my star notes. Yes, these are all star notes. Yeah, I'm not going to spend that much time going through them all. Now, you may think that seems kind of petty. Well, look at it this way. If you searched as many notes as I did, and you found, 10 stars each time you searched, and you looked up each one of those star notes, well, that means you have typed in every one of these numbers. And I just refuse to do that. Whether I type in 10 at a time once a week, or whether I decide to do all of these at once, to type in all the numbers just seems kind of frivolous. It just seems crazy, especially knowing so few of them are going to be rare. So this is what I do. On the star note lookup page, yes, you can type in all that information. I don't do that. If you look right over here, you've got star notes. The star note lookup, which is highlighted, so that's what you get, is my note rare. And then you've got this line here that says production tables. If you click on production tables, a really cool thing happens. Not the ad. We will close the ad. Come on, there we go. All right, so now we have star note tables, and you can do all $1, well, $1, $2, $5, $10. You can do by denomination, you can do by year, or you can do like I do and simply go all $1 star notes. And if I click on the 1 next to all, it's going to show me the production tables for the 2000A series, 2000 or the 2017A, 2017, 2013, all the production tables, 2003. You can see the different colors here. The different colors indicate rareness. Whenever you see white, that's out of 3.2 million. Whenever you see yellow, that's out of 640,000. This orange is 320,000. So yeah, here's 320,000 again. It's right there. It's right there for you. So all I do is I take a little bit of time and I put all my star notes in order by year and by Federal Reserve Bank. And then I simply go through the list starting at the top. 2017A. Okay, out of all my 2017As, I'm looking for an E note from Virginia that's under 250,000. I don't have any. Okay, well, I can disregard all the A's, B's, C's, and D's. If I don't have the E, I don't have to worry about that. Here's F. There's one little series here for F. If I don't have it, I can skip all the G's, H's, all the way down to L. I don't have to type in any of those numbers. So you can see the hundreds of notes I'm not typing in doing it this way. And you can just run down the entire table that way, just looking at simply the ones that are rare. So it doesn't take long at all. I did do a video showing me doing this with the last time I did it, and I think it took me 20 minutes to knock out 180 stars. So yeah, it's much quicker doing it this way. Okay, so like I said, here was my stack ridiculous stack of stars. What did I find? Well, this group here, this looks like 40 notes or so. These are all 2013 New York notes, and they're all within the realm of possibility of having a duplicate note. Now, I've talked about that in the past. The 2013 New York notes, they had both the Washington and the Fort Worth printings both start at the same number, so you have duplicate serial numbers on bills. The website that I showed you will tell you which notes you can look for to find that, and I've also talked about other sites in the past where people are actually making a list of notes that people have found, hoping to help people match up. That is the number. These are all B's, like I said, from the 2013. And like I said, I did check the numbers, and these all fall within that realm. So I have to check these to see if I can match any of those. And if you do match them, well, you're talking quite a few bucks, $100,000 for the first pair. All right, for the rest of these stars, like I said, I simply put in order by year and by Federal Reserve. They're all stars. It's just sick how many stars I have in my hand right here. Anyway, put them in order by year and by Federal Reserve, and I was able to run through that list, and these were the rares that I found. There's 2017, one of 250,000, and this one is beautiful. 2017, one of 500,000, also just really nice. 2017 Dallas note, one of 250,000. And this one, not so much. This is a 2013 from Cleveland, one of 250,000. 2013 Dallas note, one of 500,000. And a 2006 Atlanta, one of 640,000. So yeah, I found 6 notes out of all of these. Can you imagine typing in all of those numbers just to find 6 notes? No, don't do it that way. Even, like I said, I don't even bother checking them as I find them. I simply wait until my box is full, and then I can do all of those at once. Saving all of this time, like I said, if you check them 3 at a time or whatever, you're still taking all the time it would take to search all these notes. You're just doing it over a longer period of time. I don't bother wasting my time doing that. So those are the stars that I had found. All of these, of course, were shown in previous videos. So these stars. Now, one other thing about the stars that I've got here, I actually did find slightly more of them. Put those over here. I did find slightly more, but I did, after checking everything, I did cull my stars, and what I've got is a stack like this. That's probably, I think there were 75 of them in here. 75 stars. These are all stars. None of these are rare. However, all of these have some type of damage, like a torn corner. There's some with writing on them. Some are just older and dirty. Some are rather limp. But 75 stars right here. And I'm just going to put these up on eBay and see if anybody bites on them. If they're 75 with all the fees and everything else, I'm going to put it up for $100. $100 for 75 stars. Free shipping, of course. You can just search Stu Pluback on eBay. You'll find my welcome mat, and from there you'll be able to find the listing for the 75 stars. Like I said, 75 stars. I'll put them up at $100, including shipping. It may sound a little crazy, but you got to remember, at $100, eBay's taking $10 of that right away for them. So that means the 100 I'm getting is now down to 90, and then I have to pay for shipping, which is going to be another $6, so that puts me at like $84. So I'm going to be selling 75 singles for $84, basically. That's what I'm going to be getting for it. But if you're interested in getting a bunch of stars like this to add to your collection, that's how you do it. And if I don't get any bids, I will just put these back in circulation. So that is that with those stars. Now, what's some of the other stuff that I had? Some of the other stuff I've got would be right here. All of these were just random assortments of different things. These were my alternators, alternating 5s, alternating 0s, alternating 6s, and then that was 7s as an alternator. 4s as an alternator, 4s as an alternator. Let's see, 0 as an alternator. And then the rest of these were birthdays. I save all my birthday notes in case someone actually happens to have that birthday, so I will go through these. If you happen to see yours, I think 20 bucks is fair on a birthday note. That's what I'd be willing to pay for my birthday. If you see one that is yours, let me know. You can get a hold of me and we'll make something work for you. I just want to make sure I get each of these a little bit of screen time. And there are different ways. Some of them have the year first, some of them the year last. But all of mine are year, month, day, or day, month, year. Something to that effect. So it's an actual day. It's not just, 1985, 000 or something like that. Every one of them, like here's 12/31/1944. So that's December 31st, 1944. So those are the birthday notes that I found. I'll be adding those to my stack. Some of the other things that I had found, I had put in sleeves. This one's just an extremely high number. Remember, with singles, current singles, it only goes to 96 million, and this one's 95,998,226. So of 96 million possible, 95.99, that's a pretty high number. So I decided to save that one, put that in a sleeve. And then I've got this one here, which was my mixed ladder that I found. Mixed ladder is all the digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that was kind of cool. They're just in the wrong order. Would have been nicer if they were in the right order, but I don't find very many of these, so I decided to put this one in a case and add that to the collection. Now, this stack here was all of my notes that I saved because of the date. A couple of these on top are from 2017A. They're really nice, so I wanted to double check to make sure that I had 2017A. Wanted to make sure I had all of those. Then the rest of these, they go from 2003A with varying letters here, all the way back 2001, 99. You can see all the dates here, 95. I got to check the plate numbers on some of these, 93s, 88A, and then when I get back here, you can get some in the 70s. There's an 85. Don't want to drop all these. Put those back here, and I can just, there's a 77, 69D. Yeah, I didn't find very many in the 70s at all. That's another 85, 77A, 77A, 77. I don't think there was any 74s. Nope. 69, so that means the rest of these would all be 69 and goes all the way down to 1963. So I found quite a few of those. 63A, 63B, lots of bar notes in here. Anyway, all of these had their time to shine, and now it's time for me to add these to my personal collection. So they will be going into the boxes. Now with some of these that were in lesser shape, I also pulled them, and I'm going to be putting those together in a group with what I've got left here, which is, where is it? This was a full stack of trinaries, 0s, 3s, and 6s on this particular one. What I did is I put all these in numerical order, believe it or not, and I will go through and check to see with the other trinaries I have to see if I have paired any numbers. I have yet to find a pair in circulation. To find a pair in circulation is a 1 in 96 million shot. But by only saving trinaries, I cut that down to like 1 in 100,000. So that's why I save trinaries in hopes of pairing two different numbers. And haven't done it yet, but I can't possibly save every note I ever look at. So I choose trinaries and I choose quads. I save those, hoping to match them up. Now, the other thing I did is I went through this stack and I pulled out anything that was written on, torn, dirty, that was a little limp, anything that I didn't really want to keep. And I went through those and I checked my box. I did the same thing with the quads. And I made sure that I didn't have any of those. And these were all of those that I had pulled out. So these will also be going back into circulation, of course, unless anybody is interested in picking up these. You can just get a hold of me. Like I said, there's 93, 95, so there's some older notes in here, but some of them are written on like that. Yeah, see, I've got older notes. That's 95, a bunch of stuff in the 90s there. And as I go back, there's another 93. Then you can see here's trinaries. So yeah, like I said, but there's stuff that I don't necessarily want to keep. So that's stuff I'm just going to throw back in circulation unless somebody wants to pick these up. I do like the same thing I did with the stars. Anyway, so there's the trinaries, and we'll set those over there. And that means the last thing that I've got are my quads. Quad zeros on this. These are all quads of some type. Once again, I put these in an order. I pulled all the ones that were a little bit rough and checked my box with those. I didn't find any matches. Those were in this pile again. Once again, if I go to the back of this pile, you'll see my quads somewhere in here. Yeah, there they are, quad zeros, quad twos. That's in my reject pile, so these are going back in circulation, unless, of course, somebody wanted to pick those up. Anyway, that's what it looks like when I finish my hunt. I have to go through all this stuff, sort it out. Most of these are going to go into the shoe boxes I've shown in the past. The date notes, I've got a binder with everything in order. I will see if I can add anything to my binder. If I can, great. If I can't, then I will be putting them in my shoebox with my other old notes. So I just figured I'd give you guys a little bit of a behind the scenes thing as to what I do with everything that I find. It's a lot of work, but it's a great hobby. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you again next week.